They hide the truth beneath a mountain of lies. But the fire inside us can't be buried forever.
They pile up falsehoods, burying our cries. One by one we dig where the evidence lies. Nesters in the shadows, piecing every clue, shining light on secrets that they never wanted you to view. Smoke and mirrors crumble under our gaze. We won't back down, we're done with their maze. The ops unravel, media feeding gloom. Kids didn't deserve to die, their story needs room. No proof, no confession, plea deals won't suffice. We're taking back possession of the one thing that's right. Truth phoenix rising from the ashes of their lies. Fireballs ready to drop across the looted skies. We'll lift the veil, ignite the spark of justice bright. Stand case by case and bring the truth to light. Whispers in the corridors, they thought we'd look away, but every hidden thread unravels when we slay their charade. No more spin from their headlines, no more silence cries. We're the voice of those forgotten, watch their empire collide. Truth's a phoenix feather rising in the flames. We'll trace every lead, break their iron chains. Oh, break their iron chains. Rising, watch us light the sky. Truth the weapon they can never justify. One case at a time, we claim what's ours to fight. Rising up together, set the world alight.
This is just the beginning. The phoenix will never stop rising.
Brian has been essentially convicted in the media. He has a right to have this information withheld, brought out in public, so that people can see it's not this neat little package. So people can start to wonder if Brian's innocent. Your Honor, Brian is innocent. So if I talk about things that are in the affidavit, and if I talk about things that we're seeking that the state wants to hide, I think that's fair game for the public to hear.
All fair game for the public to hear. What the state is trying to hide is atrocious. Almost as bad as these 4 beautiful, innocent college students that lived off campus in the University of Idaho in Moscow, Idaho, were unalived November 13th, 2022. And I'll tell you, so sketch. So sketch, and that's why I said, is this a cover-up, psyop? What is this? And I always think, question the unthinkable. Ask the unthinkable questions that no one attempts to ask, and that's where you get your answers. So welcome today. Welcome to my stream. I am Phoenix, and this is Phoenix Talks. And yeah, I got a notice today I talk too much. Well, boo freaking who? It's October. Boo hoo. Ha ha. So I'm going to talk as much as I want, and you guys can come and listen as much as you want. I hope you're ready to hear what I got to tell you today, because it is pretty freaking tense. Intense. Good evening, every single one of you. I think Z was pregnant and all that baby talk. Well, I don't know. I don't know about that one. That could be a rumor. There's no rumors here. We speculate, we theorize. And Tracy from Bama, welcome back. We appreciate you. New member in the hive. Well, I should say nest. I'm used to saying hive. I absolutely believe they are very aware about everything. I've had a feeling. Abso-freaking-lutely lovely me. Critic Rick in the house. OG now on YouTube. All my OGs from TikTok and YouTuber here. Hi, Lulu Bell. Good to see you. And by the way, Lulu Bell, we did get your beautiful, amazing donation via the website Justice for All, and we appreciate you. I know that you have been with us since day one. And just for housekeeping purposes, I'm going to go ahead and share this website with you, because I think it's important justice for all. It's not just about the Idaho 4. When I started this, it was about our constitutional rights, everything that I stand for, everything that I know and believe in as a veteran in the U.S. Navy. I will tell you, our freedoms over the last, I would say, let me see, 87, 97, 2007, 217. God, I'm that old. Oh my God. Yes, I did join the military when I was 7 freaking teen. My mom had to sign for me. My friend and I were going into the military together. We were going to conquer the world together. And she backed out. I held the end of my deal. So if you haven't seen the website, here it is. There is the ability to donate right to the website. If you look at it, there's a little donate button. You can send what you want. But Lulu Bell, we thank you. Oh, I don't know why it's glitching. Whoa, that was interesting. Does everybody see that? Maybe it's touchy. But we did get your donation. Thank you so much for doing that for us today. And I'm going to welcome the rest of y'all in. Hello, no coffee before talkie. It's good to see you guys. I love every single one of you. I love that you come here every single day. Chantel, welcome in. If you're new, great. Critic Rick, holy muck and fuss. I love that. One sunny day, welcome in. Eyes wide open. Good to see you. Good to see you back, Caleb. And Daisy, new subscriber, love your channel with all the deets and the tea, all the freaking receipts. Hey, Scotland in the house. Whoop, whoop. Welcome in. I have to get my little special guitar for that one. I got a little tiny guitar. Oh, it sounded really bad. Okay, welcome in all the way from Scotland. We've got Teresa, Terry. Holy mother freaking. Yeah, you this morning's streams, I missed all of them today. Hey, I got a message right after my stream. I'm on fire. I'm screaming. I thought that was hilarious. Welcome everybody in. Welcome each other in. Yeah, Navy, never volunteer yourself again. I totally get it. I get it. I love your detail with everything. Thanks, Court. Appreciate it. Eve, good evening, afternoon. Good to see you here, Linda. Good to see you, Shirley. Good to see ya. On fire. I just pay attention, girlfriend. Just pay attention. Hey, I got a question for all of you. All, however many of you. Here's the deal. I don't mind being on camera, but something about when I put my face up there, I'm not focused on what I need to be focused on. And you could say I have a little bit of ADHD. But is it better if you see me, or is it easier if you just hear me, or both? So put 1 for you want to see me, 2 you just want to hear me, and put 3 you like it just the way it is right now. Absolutely, Painted Desert. Thank you for your service too. I almost joined the Air Force. Almost. So drop a 1 if you want to see me. Drop a 2 if you know, whatever makes it easier for me. Well, when I can talk, I focus better. 3. Okay, we're just going to keep things the way it is. Okay, good. 3. We're just going to keep things the way it is. It's easier for me. I'm not trying to be a stream jockey, or I want you guys to have the best information. It's not about seeing me and having to do my hair every day or my makeup every day, or I could put a filter on. But I'm just saying, it's easier for me to sit here and talk to you. If not, I was going to have to wear a hat backwards all day long with my hair not done. And I love it. Every single one of you. Okay, we'll just leave it as it is because I just want to bring you the details. So no filter, please. You don't want me as a mouse? Oh my gosh. So where did we leave off? I think this morning we left off on all the hubbub about Dylan. Was Dylan lying? And you got my analysis on that. I appreciate every single one of you that sent me a message after that. You guys were on fire. I need to do a little bit more. Now, this stream's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to give you a heads up. This is not my normal way of sharing information with you, but I'm going to give you a heads up because I'm giving you not just the spicy Phoenix. I've missed a lot of your lives and Birdie being so busy lately. My husband refers BB games and they got a lot, no service. Oh no. Holy moly. I hope you guys are okay. I hope you get service back. Hey, Miss Jess, welcome in. We haven't gotten started yet. We're just getting ready. And I have to be honest. This case had me a little ticked off the other day. And I said it this morning on the stream for the people that listened in earlier. I typically don't curse. Now, as a Navy sailor, or they call them waves, it took me about a good 10 years to curb me from cursing after being in the military. And that was pretty much a struggle. Cursing to me is like an addiction. It was very hard. And I had 3 small children that I needed to curb my mouth. Well, 2, and then my other one. But, you know, at this time of evening, I know that a lot of people are home with their kids. They stream it on their TV. I want this to be a family-friendly type of clean, ethical, full of integrity stream. So I do apologize if I cursed and you had little ears around. I know what it's like. So massive respect to all of you that sent me a message. Hey, you must be really spicy because you are cursing up a storm. I do apologize. So with that being said, this stream, I mean, I could use shiitake mushrooms. I could use sheet. You know, that's a bunch of bullshit. I can, you know, kind of, oh, Lulu Bell, you rock. Look at that. Oh, gorgeous. Thank you so much for that donation. That, I promise, will go to the website because for the first 3 months that website's been up, it's all been off donations. So this was going to be the first month that I was going to have to pay out of pocket, but that will go directly to the website. Okay. Awesome. Thank you, Lulu Bell. So I'm going to be a little spicy tonight. I'm going to tell you right now. And so if you have little ears around, I'm not going to curse, but I'm going to get spicy because I have to, for this stream, play devil's advocate. Okay, I gave you a little nice little title for the show, The First to Know, Hunter Johnson and Emily Alandt, Secrets from the Morning After Idaho 4. And I have to be spicy with you because these two, in my humble opinion, are the most suspect individuals ever, in my humble opinion. Now, I got the banner up. This is all theory. This is everything. We're not here to slander anyone. But what I'm saying is these two publicly have been the most suspicious. And no one has talked about them. Now, a little bit of growlings in the community about Hunter was so suspicious in that 911 call, and then the audio was out, no big deal, but then the video came out. And the cop cam, seriously, when that body cam dropped on Law and Crime, people were shocked. I'm going to admit, I was shocked too. It was very, yes, eyes wide open, very, very odd behavior. Yes, court, something's not right. You can see it on him. Now, wanting the website to stay alive. Thank you, Lulu Bell. It will, I promise. He doesn't look well. He does not look well. And I'm sure with all the stress he was under, I'm sure. Yes, leave your DNA like button. That's all I ask of you to do. But here's the deal with Hunter. And I have to play devil's advocate. I have to. Because did Hunter and Emily know more than they said they knew? Ask yourself this question. Did they know more than they said they knew? I mean, think about it. They were the first witnesses. Why were they not under the microscope? And this is going to be very interactive here. Why were they not under the microscope? Okay? I want to know why. I mean, I can show you the long crime video we've all seen that's kind of like sus. But undercover. Yeah, so he was a grad student at the fraternity, Greek. Yes, absolutely. They know more than they have told. Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Drop your thoughts below. Drop them in the chat. And here it is. Here it is. Okay. Now, a lot of you people, a lot of people that know me, yes, I have past clients that are like, you're doing a crime podcast, or you doing a YouTube channel on true crime? Yeah, I am, because it's been my hobby for, gosh, ever since my nursing school days. But I will say this. Something is not right with that boy's liver, and it's got to be from the drinking, in my humble opinion. Just speculating, because that's what happens. Okay. I've got some experience there with somebody who was an alcoholic, and I know the toll that it takes on your body and your mind. Now, he's looking a little bit better these days, but there may have been something going on. Now, I'm going to show you a few things that we talked about earlier today. If you missed the earlier live, go back, watch it. You know, it was so suspicious that I have to pull the video. I'm just going to have to do it. And it's pretty shocking okay, drop a 1. Just drop a 1 if you have personally seen the Idaho 4 video with Emily Alandt. Drop a 1 if you've seen the video of Emily Alandt. So it kind of gives me a comparison of how many people have seen it. Just a real quick comparison. Absolutely. And someone just hit the nail on the head. Look at the difference. This was February 28th, 2022. This was Hunter Johnson. He was highlighted in Phi Delta Theta at the University of Idaho in Moscow. February 28th of 2022. Much different looking. This week's Senior Spotlight features Hunter Johnson. Hunter is majoring in athletic training. He has been our homecoming chair as well as our intramural chair. When not focusing on school, Hunter loves to win intramurals for the house. After college, he hopes to become an athletic trainer for professional NBA, that's basketball, or NFL team. We wish you the best, Hunter. Now, I will say this with a grain of salt, in all humility, and with humble respect and integrity. Hunter Johnson does not look well. He does not look well. Liz, you hit the nail on the head. That is another way. That is something else that's confirmed that this was happening within these groups. 100% confirmed on Venmo, and I've showed those receipts before. The knife alone should have been, yeah, he should have been, right? That cop was not paying attention to him dropping that knife on that table. That is the only individual that was in the house that could have dropped that knife on the table. Oh, Phoenix, what are you talking about? Well, okay, well, let's go there. How about we go there? I know I've said it a couple of times before. I'll say it again. Let me grab the body cam. I should have clipped this video for as many times as I've used it. What is it? Let me grab it. And remember, if you're on my stream, you are definitely getting a live dig at the same time. Okay, So we've seen this. I'm going to share this real quick because I do want you to see what I see. And I do want you to know what I know. That I know. So as we watch this video for the umpteenth time on Law and Crime, yes, I am a subscriber. I want you to remember, Hunter is leading the officer up the stairs. Leading the officer up the stairs.
We got a call from them that someone isn't clear what is normal, and I just came checking in here and you can write this down. And I checked this user's Bria that she's, and I didn't check them yet, but I'm pretty sure. 13. Okay, get back. I don't know if they're still in here or not.
I don't know if they're still here or not. Who is they, Hunter? Who is they? Because didn't you tell, yes, I know I've seen it. I know I heard it. Didn't he tell the producers at Amazon who did their little show, didn't he tell them that I'm trying to remember. Hold on, guys. Didn't he say that he locked his door at 3 a.m.? Yes, he did. But wasn't it him also that said that he was going to go out and party, but Emily had to work and Emily went to sleep? So if my girlfriend went to sleep when I'm ready to rev up and go out and party, do I leave her in the apartment alone and go party? Answer below in the chat, guys. Now, I'll go and grab the receipts for you on this conversation we're having. His girlfriend said that it was odd. It was odd. It was odd to be at home while your girlfriend's asleep and all you want to do is go party with your friends. Did Hunter sneak out and he locked the door at 3 a.m. because he was coming back in and didn't want to get caught? And then Emily said she had to go out to her car and get her phone because she left her phone in the car. Something's sus with this whole scenario right here with these two. But let's finish watching the video. Look, no knife. Look at Hunter's pocket. I know it's blurry, but look at Hunter's pocket. Do you think that's a little sus? And listen real closely. If you have headphones on, I'm going to give you a warning. I'm going to turn up the volume. I'm going to turn it way up. You're going to hear him drop it. He is like Houdini 2. We got Brian C. Koberger, a.k.a. Houdini 1. And then we have another magician in this madness, Hunter, the second magician. Watch, Houdini 2.
1370. Okay, stay back there, please.
Y'all just hear, okay, I've got 2 of these white tables. They're just transitional tables. You can take them to vendor fairs and all kinds of other stuff, or do them. We use them for yard sales. I've got 2 of those, and I actually opened it up, got a steak knife, and I dropped it on there, and it sounds exactly like this drop that he does.
1370. Okay, stay back there, please.
That was not the officer stepping. Someone said that was the officer's foot or the officer hit something, and it absolutely was not. there's the mysterious knife, and he's over there with his hands up like, oh shit, I'm going to get caught. But they ignore him. Any good officer, any detective that walked in there would be like, why is this knife here? What is this blood on the table? Because that's what the report said. There's the steak knife right there, steak knife. That is not a Kershaw knife. And those are the only two knives that they removed within 2 days of this horrible atrocity. The knife sheath, they claim that it was there, but they didn't get it till the 14th. So they've got 2 knives and 1 sheath. But remember, I can get into that a little bit later about the knife. Let's reel it back just a little bit, because bingo, that's where one of the knives comes from. Clearly. Bam, right there. Okay.
Okay, stay back there, please.
Yes. Thank you, Carol. You win top dog today. Woof woof. You win. Why was he in the house at all? And that was my first reaction, because if Hunter and Emily truly believed they were walking into a medical emergency, why did Hunter enter the house before the police or medics? Why? Why did they enter the house, and why did they direct everyone to make the call? Why did he take a steak knife? He picked one up allegedly out of the kitchen. So he had enough time to go there, unlock the door. This is his statement. Unlock the door, run into upstairs, run into the kitchen, grab a knife, and go and check on everyone. And then he said, no, you guys got to call 911. You got to call 911 right now. And they're on the phone, and then they have them go back up and check, and everybody already was up there. Dylan already admitted she saw Xana 2 or 3 times, and she knew that Ethan was in the room. Okay? So we know that the first people to be on scene was Hunter, Emily, Josie. Those were the first 3 witnesses. Oh, wow. Let's talk with witnesses. Now, remember, I want to preface this and state this so that you guys all understand what I'm saying, is the witness list. And the first thing I want to say is this witness list that came out, I got to move my screen over just a smidge. This witness list that came out, y'all, crazy. Absolutely crazy. You want to know why? This witness list is right here. Right freaking here. Whoops, sorry, I hit the wrong button. You get the idea. It should be right here. This witness list is telling a different story. They, and I say they, the state of Idaho is so busted. They are so freaking busted, in my humble opinion. And yes, I can have an opinion, because I can see that this amended notice of compliance, I know it's tiny on the screen, guys, sorry. This amended notice of compliance. Well, what does that really mean? That means the state failed over and over and over again for a very long time to give Ann Taylor who they were bringing to court as witnesses. Yeah, over 180. Absolutely. Yeah, but if he had the code to the house and they said the doors were open, why did he need to enter the code? I mean, we kind of saw him talk about that. 180 people to come in and say no one saw him. 180 people to say, oh, well, maybe it was some Native American that did this. And no, either this is 100% true or this is 100% false. Yeah, tons of noise complaints, and he was there. And we know that who they partied with. Okay? We know who the partiers were together. Jack Decor, ex-boyfriend, being accused, all this stuff in the media. Then you have Emily and Hunter and Xana. They were all friends. Emily was friends with Xana, and Emily was alleged, but I found out the truth to this. She did live at 1118. The backyard of where she lived butts up right to 1122 King Road. Nobody wanted anyone to know that. But yet all these pictures are online where she lived with all her friends. Okay, now remember, Emily and Hunter are from the Boise area. I don't know if Emily's originally from there, but she has family there. Dylan was from that area too. So we have a bunch of different people from different locations and their own little cliques. And this is how it works, folks. So then you have a mixture of people. Emily was friends with Xana. Remember this picture I showed you the other day of Emily? Emily was friends with Xana. Xana and her were in that group of people together. And if Dylan and Bethany were good friends and they were down from the Boise area, that would tie in Quinn, who is also on the witness list. And that would tie in a couple of people that lived in Boise, like Jack Schreiger, Maddie Mogan's boyfriend, that was in Delta, or what is it? Delta. You know what I'm saying. He was in the frat with Jack Decor and Showalter. But Schreiger had moved back to Boise after he finished his last schooling. So they all have a little bit of backgrounds in different areas. And of course, Kaylee and Maddie was from Coeur d'Alene area. Okay. It wasn't like that they were like into the clique. Like I said before, Mogan Madison and Kaylee Gonzalez were like the mothers of the house. Maddie had lived there the year prior. Xana just moved in. And Xana was in a bad place before that because there was a lot of partying going on. They moved. And it just so happens the mixture of people who move in this house is a little odd, a little off. Because why do you think Bethany and Xana were such good friends? Any idea? Drop it below if you have any ideas why Xana and Bethany were such good friends. I mean, Bethany came from Reno. She's kind of an outsider here, but Dylan was from Boise, and Boise had all the connection into Moscow. And yes, the University of Idaho in Boise is pretty prominent there. But remember, this is like so out of the way in the middle of nowhere to have a university, but yet close to Washington. Think about the connections. So I'm looking at connections, and I'm thinking, what would bring all these people together? What would bring all these people together? And I'm thinking partying, drinking. A lot of people said that was I don't like to use this term, a trap house or a money house. Let's just call it an opportunity house. Let's say it's an opportunity house. And if you ever have the chance to go to that house, there's going to be an opportunity. The only individual that was there the year before was one individual, and that was Maddie Mogan. I see what you're saying. Yeah. And when you look at the big picture here, Mason, they call him Mason Bang, was friends with Emily, Boise area. Now, if you know this area of a down in Boise, it's a little sketch area. It's outside of Boise. It's one of those little towns, little sketch. And outside of that area, what's an opportunity house? I'm slow. That's okay. I call it an opportunity house, and where they can get some illegal things to put in their bodies to make them feel really amazing. If there was a game being played on a Friday night and people wanted to bet illegally, they can do a little betting on the side. Or if, obviously football's huge in college towns, Friday night lights. I mean, if you wanted to do a little betting and you had some contacts within the university, you could do a lot of that stuff too. And I call that an opportunity house. Some people call it a money house or a trap house. I say opportunity because it's big opportunity. It's a big business, guys. So if you live close to campus and you know that there's this house on the street where everybody parties, well, not everybody, just certain people, because your name has to be on the list to even get in to have a party. That's how tight it was. So I don't think that there was some random individual that came in and did this horrible crime. I don't think so. Why was Quinn on the witness list? I'm sure, and this is a very good question, and I can give you only what I can think of, in my humble opinion and speculation. Quinn was on the witness list because he knew Dylan. If Dylan was going to be questioned by Ann Taylor about her character and her integrity and her inconsistency, like we talked about earlier this morning, then that was going to offset her testimony and rebuttal with Ann Taylor. Quinn would make her look like a goddess, a queen. She's reliable. Okay. Maddie's boyfriend was Jake Schreiger. He was in Boise. He was in the fraternity for the last couple of years. He left, and most of the girls were dating guys from Delta or whatever you want to say. So if you look at this picture, this guy, Mason Bang, that's what they call him. That's what he calls himself. His real name is Mason Bangerman. And here is the real Mason Bangerman. Okay. So in March of this year, he was busted. 23-year-old Mason Bangerman from Boise was booked on 3/8/25, charged with possession of controlled substance. Busted. So busted. Okay. Here is his busted website, Boise Busted. And that's him. 3 count, 2 felony, and 1 misdemeanor. Disturbing the peace, controlled substance possession, and either introduce to or to convey, possess, obtain, or remove something about correctional facilities contraband. I don't know. He got caught. Maybe he was looking to get some while he was in the pokey. Now, that was Bethany and Mason hanging out. The only thing that I could assume from this and speculate is perhaps that house had something to do with some illegal activities. Possibly, allegedly, anything's possible. And yes, there were a few other people that Bethany hung out with. It's all public information. This is all out there. This is nothing new. Nothing new. I'm sorry, Emily. I said Bethany. I meant Emily, guys. Sometimes I get them mixed up because they're all blonde. Yes, they were hanging out together. Yes, they had, friendships. Yes, they took lots of pictures. Yes, they gave a lot of story. And yes, they basically guided us to a few key things. Okay. So now that you know about that, let's go back real quick That's the kind of company they kept. And only people that could get in this house was on a list. You know, they wanted to control who was in and out of this house. And the control came from who? Who do you think the control came from? Who do you think the control came from? Emily has blonde hair, yes. Who do you think the control came from? Yes, the university on a greater big scale. But who was monitoring what was going on in that house? Who was always at that house that we saw with the noise complaints? And who do you think that was? The one person I saw over and over and over again at that house on camera, night and day, was Hunter Johnson. That's the only person that I saw that was consistent at that house night or day. Now, didn't he like live at his frat? No, because he graduated. He was doing a master program. So he really technically wasn't in a frat. He might have been an alumni now. But was he there hanging out, keeping an eye on the house, making sure everything was legit? Yeah, probably. And why do you think the cop said, "There's my homeboy"? I know some of you are going to get it. Oh my God, some of you are going to get it now. I hope I explained it well. It didn't come out the way I wanted it to, but yeah. Sometimes I crack myself up. All right. If you got that, drop a 1 if you got that. I can go to that body cam. We can watch it. Oh, I love it. My homeboy. My homeboy there. My homeboy. Busted. Okay, I just had to take that laugh. I deserve it. It's been a really rough week around here, so I deserve that. Let me grab the body cam. We're going live dig, guys. We're going live. We're going live. Here we go. All right. That's my homeboy. Love it, love it, love it. That's my big man off campus. That's the guy that we are looking at. He's the leader of the pack, and we are going to do whatever we need to do to keep homeboy safe and sound, because he delivers. Now, where the hell is the cam? Hold on a minute. Oh, okay. An error occurred. Leaks. Hold on a minute. Why do I keep getting an error? Hold on. I hope y'all can hear me. Okay, here we go. He was hanging around college kids after he graduated. Duh. Homeboy Hunter. That's his new nickname. Hey, we're just talking facts here. Publicly made facts. What is wrong with this? Let's go back and see if I can get this body cam. All right. Homeboy Hunter. All right, here we go. Oh, look, there he is. Let's see if this one will play for me. I keep getting this troubleshooting error. I don't know about this. Slow, something going on. And I just got the ring of death. Hold on. Well, you get the idea. Here's Hunter right here. I don't know why it's having a problem loading. Okay, so Hunter's here with Kaylee. That was at the cops visit 3 months before the noise complaint, then at night with the noise complaint. But let me see if I can, what is wrong with this? Please try back again later. What? I don't like this kind of technology that's not working well. Let's try again. How come I kept getting an error? Officer Schneider, come on. No, it's not wanting to play. Okay, it wasn't meant to be. So we'll just go back and we will chit chat about the next part. Okay, so Hunter looks great here, right? He looks really good, healthy, doing probably what he should be, eating well, because remember, he wants to be what? He wants to be an athlete trainer, a professional NBA for the NBA or the NFL team. Well, that's kind of cool, right? I mean, that would be an awesome job to have. So, what is he doing today? Does anybody know? I know he works a lot. And I'm not going to pick on anybody's appearance, but what's what's with the pearls? What's with the pearls, okay? Why would a guy wear pearls? Is that like a guy thing? Is that like a fad? Let's chit chat about this for a minute because I don't know, and I'm inquiring minds want to know what's with the pearls. He's always wearing these pearls. It's a symbol of what? What is it a symbol of? There was an issue with my file. Definitely not a guy thing, or maybe definitely not a man thing. What do you guys mean? It's symbolic. He's in the, yeah, okay. Okay, because I kind of question that. Every single picture, he thinks he's Harry Styles. Every single picture, I see him with these pearls, and I'm thinking, is that a fad? Is he trying to make a statement? You know, what's up with that? I'm reading your responses. I agree. I was in. Oh, Denise, you went there. You went there. He kept trying to get him in his frat. Kept trying to. No, they're pearls, guys. I zoomed in on these. They are freaking pearls in every picture, except for on the Good Morning America. He didn't wear them. But if you do a search, you can see him everywhere with these pearls. Everywhere. Yeah, you can go and search. I mean, he's got these pearls on almost all the time. I just thought it was kind of weird. I mean, maybe that's just me. I mean, I have a really nice set of pearls from Japan when I lived there. I mean, the real deal. He wore a pearl necklace music. I don't know. I mean, every single picture I found him, he's got this string of pearls on. I mean, movie stars are wearing them pearls. I was going to say straight out of Gabe, I removed it. Yeah, thank you for being such a Polynesian warriors wear them. Is he Polynesian? Surfer vibes. Puka shells. Yeah, I would see that. He's an odd duck. Jason Bieber, symbol of ferociousness. Oh, that's interesting. Homeboying. He was homeboying. All right. I just choker. Yeah. Oh, a red flag. Okay. It's a sign of power. I don't know, you guys. And I'm not saying I have a track record on kind of getting an idea of these two, but to me, she wears the pants in this relationship. That's kind of what I hear. That's what I see. She wears the pants in this relationship. She pulls the strings. He's just along for the ride. That's what I see. And I don't know if you follow her on TikTok or anything like that, but I think, in my humble opinion of what I see, she's trying to be all out there and be a social media influencer. And he is following in her footsteps and she is directing him what to do. That's what I see. That's just my humble opinion. And what do I know? But that was something really odd to me that I noticed. And if Emily and Hunter were first on scene, who directed what? She wears the pants, he wears the pearls. I love it. I love it. That is good. Men wearing pearls signifies a blend of historical status, power, and sophistication with modern themes of gender fluidity, confidence, and individuality, while historically reserved for royalty as a symbol of wealth and power, noble power. The contemporary trend used pearls to challenge gender norms. Okay, if you guys are paying attention here, then you're seeing this play out right now in the Robinson case. And one of the things that I'll point out to you tomorrow on the stream, stay tuned. Okay, sorry guys. I had to just take that. So pay attention to what you're seeing, not just here. Pay attention to what you're seeing in other cases. They are pushing the gender role. They're doing it. Surely doing it. I can see it. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. If you see it, drop a 1. If you see it, drop a 1. Drop a 1. I know a lot of you do. All right, all you oneers, everyone who dropped a 1, pat yourself on the back. I tell you right now, you are in the fully awake club. If you dropped a 1, you are in the fully awake club. And what does that mean? You have been knighted into the fully awake club. No, seriously. It means that you're paying attention. Paying attention is so important in the world we live in today. Woo, woo. Okay. So, we have talked about Emily. We've talked about Hunter. We've talked about they were on site first. And why did they call 911 to describe an unconscious person instead of multiple victims dead, murdered? Why is that? Was that confusion or control of the narrative? Were they going to lose some control in what they uncovered that they were asked to come over and help with? Because, I've got to drop it to you. If you guys, I'm going to release my video in a few minutes, but I want you to listen to what this lady asks. I want you to listen to this news clip real quick. This is the post-sentencing, that means after sentencing, of Bryan Kohberger. And this is kind of gives you an indication of what I'm going to bring to the table about the officer's homeboy. Let's listen in.
Corporal Kane and Lieutenant Robertson. First of all, I want to say to you, Corporal Kane, that the chief of family told me that you called them every night during that nearly 7-week manhunt, even though you didn't have to. And I just think that that goes to show that there's some truth in this. So, that being said, I'm curious as to where you think or believe the murder weapon is, where you think or believe the clothes Kohberger was wearing that night are, and how do you think he avoided forensics at the scene?
Well, I can just tell you, and forgive us if we go back and forth, it's just kind of how we roll. But there's no evidence that we found that would lead us to any specific, even general location as to where the murder weapon or the clothes have been. And we searched. I mean, the FBI, again, to their credit, we had folks doing soil samples and so all sorts of things to try to come up with somewhere to start searching for these things, and we just never found it. As far as the forensics piece, I'll let Darren speak to
Yeah,
that.
and on the weapon, it wasn't a lack of trying. You know, everywhere that we had evidence of where he went, based upon phone records, based upon the evidence that we had gathered, we searched that. We went there. We did searches on the ground, in the water. We did searches. We sent soil samples to try to figure out maybe where a shovel had been used. So we searched everywhere that we possibly could, but the reality is we're looking for...
They're looking for what, guys? What are they looking for? They searched everywhere. They searched everywhere, guys. They never found it. What if I told you they already had the murder weapon in evidence? They were looking for a knife. What if they already had it in evidence? Now, this is speculation. This is all alleged. Keep in mind, I've got my banner on, but I'm going to say one thing. It was first Kathy Mabott said it was a butcher knife. The mayor said it was a crime of passion and robbery, which Bethany's room did look like ransacked robbery, or she was trying to get out of the house really quick and go on Thanksgiving vacation. But what if they already had the murder weapon in their possession? And what if this was a crime of passion? What if they did use a small Kershaw knife or even a steak knife? What if they already had the weapon on hand? And what if, no, in fact, what if something happened really horrible in that house and they had to cover it up? I can only hear the phone ring from a friend of a friend, maybe ISP. Hey, we need you to help with this investigation. Well, shit, I can't believe this is happening down in Moscow. Now I got to get the freaking FBI involved to see if they're running any operation in the area that we could use to cover this up. There wasn't a parallel investigation. They needed to insert themselves in a case within a case so they could cover this factual case up. Somebody screwed up. Busted, busted, busted. I'm going to release my video tonight. I tried to get it finished, but I wanted to edit it a little bit more. And now you're going to see exactly what I see. And you're going to see how they covered this crap up. So if you think, I kept saying, damn, somebody stabbed Kaylee in the face 30-something times and someone stabbed Xana in the face 50 or whatever, her body 50 fucking times. Excuse my French, sorry. I apologize. I'm getting really angry now. Because I guarantee you no large knife stabbing somebody that many times is going to do enough. Somebody had a little small knife, and this was probably a crime of passion, and they had to stab someone that frickin' many times. And they let it slip. And the mess up is going to be in my video I released called Busted. Busted, busted, busted. They knew they needed to cover this up for the university. So who do you know? Who do you know that works at the ISP? You can get them into an investigation. Who do you know at the FBI that can kind of tell us, hey, what kind of operations are you guys running in our area that we can kind of cover this up? Maybe we could use both of them. And I was thinking, Grammy, I was thinking they removed the bullets so that they didn't leave any evidence. If indeed what Steve was saying was true, that they shot the place up. I believe there was a little bit of everything, a little bit of money laundering maybe going on in that house, allegedly with football games and gambling, a little bit of funsies going on in that house that was highly controlled, whoever would get in. I mean, why would somebody have many accounts with money flowing through it? It could be a combination of more than one thing. See, when you ask the unthinkable questions, you see the big picture. There probably was a little bit of gambling on the side illegally. There probably was a little money exchanging hands that somebody had, I don't know, 8 or 9 accounts. Somebody in the house was running a little side hustle and business of substances. Maybe it was, the smoke stuff, or maybe it was who knows what, or maybe it was steroids. Somebody else was doing a little side hustle in the naughty realm, right? I mean, there was a lot of rumors and speculation that, hey, the babysitting job was leading into something bigger, more trust. Because you don't just go and babysit somebody's kids when they're a professional like that. You don't just call and say, hey, I applied for the job. No, you heard that they were referred out on these jobs. So what kind of job? What kind of off to the side hustle was that? So if there's a little bit of everything going on and something massive like this happens, you're going to call an old buddy, an old pal, an old friend. I've seen the good old boy system work with my own 2 eyes in my own experience. I've seen it. It happens. Hey buddy, I need a help. I need a lend. Give me something you got. We got to cover this shit up. We are in deep shit. We are in deep waters here. So, if you bring it home, should first witnesses like Hunter and Emily be treated as heroes, suspects, or civilians caught in chaos? Where was Hunter while Emily was asleep? Why did he come home and get up in the middle of the night and lock the door? Really odd and strange behavior to describe an unconscious person. I think, in my humble opinion, someone had to come up with a story and then they released it. And that's what we've been following. Don't forget to watch my video tonight. Busted. You guys, I can't make this stuff up. Can't make it up. There you go, Grammy T. And what were they doing? They were investigating all the bank accounts. They were investigating Kaylee. They were investigating the people who were seniority. They were investigating what they knew was happening. Remember, for anyone to get in that house, they needed to have privileges. The privileged only got in that house. They recruit and they party. Do you not think that somebody knows somebody and their kids go to school together and that is a business? Recruiting more money into existing money. That's a business the elite do. Oh yeah, I know a kid. His parents are this, X, Y, and Z. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Steve said she was good with her finances. You have a point, Les. You always make the best comments, and I love you as one of our trusty mods. I love you, girls. It's all about the money. It doesn't matter where the money comes from as long as they get their cut. Be well.
They hide the truth beneath a mountain of lies. But the fire inside us can't be buried forever.
They pile up falsehoods, burying our cries. One by one we dig where the evidence lies. Nesters in the shadows, piecing every clue, shining light on secrets that they never wanted you to view. Smoke and mirrors crumble under our gaze. We won't back down, we're done with their maze. The ops unravel, media feeding gloom. Kids didn't deserve to die, their story needs room. No proof, no confession, plea deals won't suffice. We're taking back possession of the one thing that's right. Truth phoenix rising from the ashes of their lies. Fireballs ready to drop across the looted skies. We'll lift the veil, ignite the spark. The justice bright. Stand case by case and bring the truth to light. Whispers in the corridors, they thought we'd look away, but every hidden thread unravels when we slay their charade. No more spin from their headlines, no more silence cries. We're the voice of those forgotten, watch their empire collide. Truth's a phoenix feather rising in the flames. We'll trace every lead, break their iron chains. Oh, break their iron chains. Phoenix rising, watch us light the sky. Truth's the weapon they can never justify. One case at a time, we claim what's ours to fight. Rising up together, set the world alight.
This is just the beginning. The phoenix will never stop rising.